Hi there, friends. I'm meteorologist Jeff Hanowich. It is 10 o'clock here on this Friday evening. Hope everybody had a great end of the work week. The weather started out kind of nasty for us this morning. We had some rain showers, even had a light wintry mix up in areas north. But for the most part, by the afternoon, the moisture was gone. We started to see a little more sunshine later in the day. And right now we are indeed seeing the clouds slowly but surely decreasing in some of our backyards while we continue to see a little bit in the way of some west slope snow showers. We'll show you the radar here in just a minute. First off, I want to tell you that we love to see your pictures. Keep on sending them to us. The best way for us to get your pictures on the air is via something called Pin It. You can access Pin It either through WSLS.com/pins, or you can access pins or Pin It also on the news and the weather app. All right, today is it for Severe Weather Awareness Week here in the Commonwealth. This is day 5 of Severe Weather Awareness Week, and we've touched on 5 different topics throughout the week. Today we're talking about safety, okay? If a tornado is headed towards you, you do not want to be in your vehicle. You do not want to be under a bridge. Under a bridge, you have flying debris and powerful winds to deal with. So no car, no truck, no van. Don't be under a bridge. The best place to be is in a house or a building. And inside that house or building, you want to get to the lowest level you possibly can, away from windows. A basement is always the best place to be, but here's the problem. What if you don't have a basement? Where do you go then? You get into the interior section of your home, on the lowest level of your home, and usually that's either a closet or a bathroom, okay? All right, so we've talked about tornado safety. What about lightning safety? We deal with a lot more lightning around here than we do tornadoes, thank goodness. When it comes to lightning safety outside, when thunder roars, just get indoors, okay? You want to avoid open fields, hills, and ridge tops. Stay away from tall objects and metal, and you want to keep away from water as well. So there's a look at safety when it comes to severe weather. Are we going to see any severe weather anytime soon? The answer to that is no, I don't think so. We're going to be too cold for severe weather here over the next week or so. I want to talk to you about the sunset tracker. This evening, the sunset was at 6:22. Sunday, the sunset is at 7:24. What's going on there? Why the later sunset? Well, right there. We're springing forward. Daylight saving time starts for us here Saturday night. So before you go to sleep Saturday night, you want to push that clock forward 1 hour. Okay, so the sunset on Sunday will be an hour later than it will be on Saturday. And then the sun will set after 7 p.m. all the way through early October. So again, daylight saving time starts for us this weekend. Spring forward 1 hour before you go to sleep Saturday night. Let's talk about the local view, and again, most of the rain from earlier today is just a distant memory for us. We saw anywhere from roughly a trace to about 1/3 of an inch of rain earlier today, and we continue to see at least a couple of snowflakes towards Pocahontas and Greenbrier counties in West Virginia. A small little spillover from time to time, bringing a couple of flurries and or light snow shower or two into parts of Giles, Craig, and Allegheny counties. May continue to see a couple of snowflakes as you head from Highland County south into Bland County as we head into tonight. But most of the snow showers, the West Slope snow machine, is going to stay for the most part in West Virginia. Pocahontas and Greenbrier counties, especially western parts of those two counties, going to see the most snow showers here for about the next 12 hours or so. All right, let's talk about the weekend. Saturday, no weather worries, okay? Of course, we've got a lot going on Saturday. We have the Maple Festival going on in Highland County. We, of course, also have the Shamrock Festival, inclusive of the St. Patrick's Day Parade going on in downtown Roanoke tomorrow morning. And Saturday is the day to be outside. Okay, it's going to be blustery. If you're heading out to the St. Patrick's Day Parade, it's going to be a time frame for you to bundle up. Okay, if you're heading down to the St. Patrick's Day Parade, you're dry, you're going to see sunshine, but don't be fooled by that sun. That heavy coat will be necessary. It's going to be chilly, made to feel colder because of the wind. So on Saturday, we're going to be windy at times. The general trend will be for the winds to weaken as the day goes on. We may continue to have a couple of west slope snow showers Saturday morning, but I think that activity will start to go away as we head into Saturday afternoon. Sunday is a day where we will deal with more moisture. No doubt about it. Sunday kind of looks like a crummy day, a good day to stay inside, okay? We're going to have, I think, a wintry mix around, especially into the mountains, before changing over to that cold rain as we head into Sunday afternoon. And you need to know that the mountains are going to stay the coldest for the longest period of time. So we are looking at the mountains, the NRV, the highlands, parts of the southern Shenandoah, the higher terrain surrounding the Roanoke Valley, having the best chance for snow, sleet, and or freezing rain, okay? Lynchburg City, south side, although you may see a little bit in the way of a mix, you're mainly just going to see a cold rain. So Lynchburg, Danville, South Boston, even Martinsville, it's mainly rain for you. But again, if you're watching us in parts of the highlands, the southern Shenandoah, parts of the NRV, that is where we're going to see the most amount of wintry weather come Sunday. And roughly this looks like a 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. event, okay? Could come in a little bit earlier, could come in a little bit later. So I urge you to please stay tuned to your local weather authority. But for now, I think this is about a 10 to 12 hour event from 6 a.m. to about 6 p.m. on Sunday, all right? Let's talk about snowfall totals. And if you're looking for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 inches of snow, this is not the storm for you, okay? But we haven't seen much snow this year, so some of us are saying, hey, you know what, we'll take what we can get. Here's what we're looking at as far as snowfall accumulation on Sunday. Areas in white, that is basically areas south of 460. While you may see some snowflakes, I think it's mainly going to be a non-snow event for you, okay? Again, south side in Lynchburg, I think it's mainly a cold rain, okay? For you folks down in this area, up in this area, right in here, it's mainly a cold rain. I don't think you see a whole lot of snow in places like Hillsville, Galax, and Wytheville, but I don't think you see it all rain either. I think this is an area where we're going to see more icing. We'll talk about ice accumulation here in a second. To find snow, to find the highest coverage area of snow with this system come Sunday, you need to be in this blue color here. And this is basically for areas north of 460. Okay, 460 is almost the dividing line between not seeing much snow to the south to seeing a little bit more to the north. Okay, so the highlands, maybe northern parts of the NRV, parts of the southern Shenandoah, including northern Rockbridge County, northern Amherst County, parts of Nelson County, including Wintergreen Mountain. This area in blue, the highlands, northern parts of the NRV, parts of the southern Shenandoah, this is where you could see 1, 2, maybe 3 inches of snow, okay? So areas in blue, that's where we could see up to 2, maybe 3 inches, 0 to 2 inches, plus for areas shaded in this blue color come Sunday. So further north, a little bit more in the way of snow. Could see a little bit of icing too. Further south, it's mainly rain towards south side, but in the NRV, that's where we could see potentially the most amount of ice. Freezing rain, maybe some sleet mixing in too. So you'll notice areas in this aqua color, that's where we could see 0 to as much as maybe 1/10 of an inch of icing, okay? To find the most amount of icing, head towards the southern Blue Ridge, okay? That is where we could see 1/10 of an inch plus of icing. This would include areas around Bent Mountain, most of Floyd County, parts of Carroll and Patrick counties, western parts of Franklin County, including areas around Ferrum. Areas in this darker blue color probably have the best chance to see 1/10 of an inch plus of freezing rain, perhaps even a little bit of sleet. All right, so that's Sunday. Tonight into tomorrow, the big weather talker, the wind. Okay, we've got a wind advisory in effect until 10 a.m. Saturday for Grayson, Carroll, and Floyd counties. I just realized that I misspelled Saturday. Got to fix that before the 11 o'clock newscast. Again, wind advisory, Floyd, Carroll, also Grayson counties. That's where we could have gusts up to 40, 45 miles per hour tonight into tomorrow morning. Downlimbs are possible in these areas, and I can't rule out a power outage or two. But again, the strongest of the winds here for us from now through, say, late morning Saturday will be in the southern Blue Ridge. Right now, we have sustained winds anywhere between 10 and 25 miles per hour. Strongest winds, as you would expect, in the mountains. West wind at 25 in Hot Springs, northwest wind at 22 in Blacksburg, west wind at 29 miles per hour in Wytheville. You'll notice again, the winds are stronger west than they are east. Lynchburg, south side, you have winds between about 7 and 14 miles per hour sustained. Winds stronger as you get into the higher elevations. Let's talk about the winds tomorrow. We're going to have sustained winds 10 to 20, gusting up to 30 to 35, maybe 40 miles per hour, mainly in the morning hours on Saturday. Once we get from lunchtime on Saturday, the trend will be for those winds to start to weaken slowly. Okay, so the winds will be strongest tonight into tomorrow morning before those winds start to dwindle a little bit after lunchtime tomorrow, and then the winds will continue to weaken Saturday night. I don't think the winds are going to be a factor for us on Sunday. It's 29 right now in Hot Springs, 34 Wytheville, 44 Roanoke, 47 Lynchburg, 47 South Boston, 46 in Danville. Jet stream's taking a big old dip to the south. That means cold air is headed our way. It's going to be very, very chilly here from tomorrow all the way into mid to late next week. I would say we're going to start to warm things back up about 1 week from today. So this is a cold snap that will last about 5 to 6 days. Again, by late next week, the mercury may start to go back up again. Your forecast for tonight, we're turning partly cloudy. It is going to be windy. Overnight lows tonight about 28 to 36. May have a couple of flurries and or a couple of sprinkles possible overnight. And then tomorrow, we're mostly sunny, going to have that wind chill in the morning. It's going to be made to feel colder than it actually is because of the wind outside tomorrow morning. Again, those winds will start to decrease after lunchtime. Highs tomorrow, 40s and 50s. Your extended forecast. We are only hitting the upper 30s on Sunday. Most of us do not get out of the 30s on Sunday. Temperatures rebound a touch on Monday, 51, then they go right back down Tuesday to 42, then they go right back up Wednesday to 52. 1 week from today, we're in the upper 50s. Let's talk about precipitation chances. Without question, the wettest day for us will be Sunday, okay? Sunday is when we could have every type of precipitation you can imagine. Snow, sleet, freezing rain, and rain. By Monday, we'll dry things out. The caveat to Monday is the west slopes may continue to see some snow showers Monday, potentially even into Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday of next week look to be days where we're going to see more sunshine east and more cloud cover to the west. May still have the chance for a couple of snowflakes towards the favored west slopes, mainly West Virginia on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday is mainly sunny. Thursday, mix of sun and clouds. Friday, we'll have the chance for more scattered rain showers pushing in. Current time is 10:12. Joining me is my good friend Allie. Allie, are there any questions I can answer tonight? Very good. It is 10:13. We will be back here again tomorrow night for another one of these appcasts to kind of bring you up to date as to what to expect here as we head into Sunday. I will tell you that you can see these appcasts several different ways. You can see them on Facebook Live. You can see them on the news and weather apps. You can see them on Roku, and you can also see them on YouTube. So there are several different ways that you can see these appcasts. We always do them every Monday at 10 p.m. and we do them every Friday at 10 p.m. The reasoning behind that is to do them Monday at 10 p.m. to give you a look ahead to the work week. We always do them at 10 p.m. on Friday to give you a look ahead to the weekend, okay? We are going to do one tonight regardless because of what is potentially to come on Sunday. But yes, you can catch every appcast that we do on Fridays at 10 p.m. We'll also do them during the week as needed to kind of inform you as to what kind of the weather is headed towards us here over the next several days. So again, appcasts every Monday at 10 p.m., every Friday at 10 p.m., and potentially we'll do them sometimes on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays as well.